A whale, reaching the final stages of its life, brings a certain sorrow to the ocean's surface. This giant creature, who once ruled the deep seas and conquered massive waves, now finds itself weary, burdened by the weight of life. As it takes one of its heaviest breaths, it makes a conscious decision to descend into the deep. This dive is more than just a physical descent. It is a deliberate farewell, an act of surrender to the embrace of the sea. Leaving behind the sunlight, it slips into the dark waters as if seeking solace there. As it sinks deeper, a profound silence envelopes it. The once majestic ruler of the seas now becomes the master of silence, moving slowly with a tragic grace. It seems as though the darkness of the ocean floor promises the peace it has long yearned for. The whale, gliding toward the endless shadows beneath, carries with it the weight of a final goodbye. This dive is not merely an end, but a beginning of sorts. It is a deliberate, conscious choice. Much like a human who lets themselves go into the sea, it is an act akin to suicide, a conscious decision to end its life on its own terms. The cold arms of the deep waters wrap around the whale's immense body as it gradually detaches from life. The sun's rays fade away, and the water around it turns into a deeper blue. As traces of life slowly disappear, the ocean floor begins to appear on the horizon. When the whale reaches the darkest depths, it feels the weight of its own body. This is like a quiet burial at the bottom of the sea. Yet, this death is not a mere vanishing act. The giant body settles on the ocean floor like a legacy, stirring the life that surrounds it. Soon, sharks and other predators gather around, turning this moment into a feast in the deep sea. Life blooms anew from within the depths of death. As the flesh of the whale is gradually consumed, only its bones remain, standing as a monument, a reminder anchored in the dark abyss of the ocean. Over time, bacteria, crustaceans, and marine worms inhabit the bones, feeding on them. The end chosen by the whale, seemingly so tragic, becomes a source of life in the darkest corners of the ocean. This grand fall merges into the endless cycle of the ocean. Every piece of the whale, like a hidden treasure in the infinite darkness, sustains the smallest creatures of the sea. Even when the whale has completely vanished, the traces it leaves behind remain for a long time on the ocean floor. It is the story of a life deliberately brought to an end, a silent tragedy inscribed into the deep waters. The whale's final dive is more than just a farewell. It is a lament left in the heart of the ocean, echoing as a silent sorrow within the endless darkness.